Master every step from setup to advanced analysis using this complete guide to TradeFinder. It provides a disciplined framework to help traders reduce risk, manage funds, trade without emotion, and use AI-assisted automation to make trading more profitable. TradeFinder is a data analysis and trader information tool based on the modern trading system. Our other videos have shown overviews and general information about the software. This presentation is intended to show you the step-by-step methods contained in TradeFinder. Let's get started. We will separate the presentation into the general areas of use. 1. Installation and default settings. 2. Connection to online brokerage. 3. Logging in. 4. User settings. 5. The main page. 6. Trade any ticker. New page. 7. Data download page. Installation and default settings. To begin, go to TradeFinderData.com and download the version of TradeFinder for your computer's operating system. You can choose from Windows, Mac, or Linux. After downloading, install the program and run it. Select Register from the screen. You are asked to complete the sign-up form. Provide the information. As you continue through the form, you will be asked to set several default values to use as you trade. Begin with the entry of your username and password. Upon entry, TradeFinder will check for duplicates. If one is found, you are asked to try another one. The password is case-sensitive. It should contain at least 8 characters and must contain both letters and numbers with at least one special character. It can be changed later if needed by going to the Account Settings link in the site navigation. Entering your email address allows us to contact you with information as needed. Toward the end, you will see a section asking whether you wish TradeFinder to provide trade automation. This refers to whether you want TradeFinder to set take profit and stop loss amounts when your trades are submitted to the brokerage. We recommend doing this, especially if you are not an experienced trader, as it provides guardrails for your trades. These guardrails allow TradeFinder to end an active trade if it moves against you. Also, the take profit you set during trade formation helps remove emotion by automatically closing the trade when a reasonable profit is reached. When you form a trade and trade automation is enabled, the system honors the settings you set when the trade is formed. You always control where these are set on a trade-by-trade basis. TradeFinder will always guide you so that your trades are formed with an appropriate risk to reward of at least 2 to 1, although you can set a higher number if desired. More on this later in the presentation. Livestream is a feature that appears at the top of the screen and shows trade ideas as our artificial intelligence immediately discovers them. If you wish to use this, set whether you want it to show just long trades or just short trades. Next, you are asked to turn each AI strategy you want displayed on or off. Note that if your account is less than $2,000, you should turn off any short activity. This is due to federal rules from FINRA. You can enable a setting in TradeFinder to play an audible signal when live streaming trade ideas are found. You can set the threshold for displaying trade ideas based on their strength. Each one has a value between 1 and 5, with 5 providing the highest quality of AI-matched signals. Usually, you will want to set this to 5. But if you do not receive enough trade ideas during a period, you can lower it to receive more. In most instances, the system will deliver between 20 and over 100 trade ideas each day. The risk management area is where you set the default amount for each trade. You can always override this setting during the trading setup, but these two settings are important. The risk type is where you set the default dollar amount. You can also set a percentage of your portfolio. Next, you will see the dollar amount your prior decision results in. This is just a check. If you change the prior settings, this will change to show amounts. The final setting, called Danger Zone, is only used if you need to flush your account for some reason. For example, if using practice trading, usually called paper trading, and resetting that account, you would want to use this to match the new account. After you complete the form, you are asked to provide payment information. TradeFinder is a monthly subscription service. You can cancel at any time. While using TradeFinder, you can go to Subscription in the navigation area to see the status of your subscription. Connection to online brokerage. During the setup process, you are asked to choose from the list of supported online brokers. Choose one, then log into that brokerage's software and go to the API settings area. API stands for Advanced Programming Interface. TradeFinder needs to communicate with the brokerage to set up complex bracketed orders. This requires you to set up the brokerage's API keys. These two pieces of data are lengthy, randomly generated special values that need to be set in TradeFinder. Due to their length and randomness, it is suggested that you copy and paste them rather than type them into the program. You must check whether the connection is correct. The program has specific tools to assist you with the verification. Each brokerage has a unique method, so we cannot provide more details. You may need to contact the brokerage's technical support if you run into trouble. When this is completed, you will continue to log into TradeFinder. To use TradeFinder, you log in with the security information you chose during installation. The username is not case-sensitive, but the password is case-sensitive and must contain numbers, letters, and a special character, and be at least 8 digits long. After logging in, if you have trade automation enabled, you must review and approve the notifications presented. This explains exactly how trade automation works, and you need to understand it. User settings. After logging into TradeFinder, you will see many data areas. Each will be explained in the following sections, but you will notice a navigation area in the lower left corner of the screen. This will appear on all pages for your convenience. Here, we want to call your attention to the Account Settings area. As you use TradeFinder, you may wish to change any of the default settings you created when initially setting up your account. This area will allow you to do that. After you complete the login, the main screen appears. This is where you will see the big picture of your trading. Beginning at the top, you will see the live stream ribbon. At any time, when the markets are open, this will show newly discovered trade ideas from our AI systems. As they stream, you will see green ones indicating that they are for a long trade. Red indicates short trade ideas. If your setup did not ask for both long and short to be shown, then the display will react accordingly. Moving on, in the top left corner, below the TradeFinder logo, you will see your name and the brokerage you are connected to. Below is where your watch list is shown. To add a ticker to this list, you click on the star symbol on any ticker as you use the trading system. Moving to the right, at the top, you will see a bar showing colors. This is a visual tool to confirm that you have proper connections to the various data center locations used by TradeFinder. We call it the Connectivity Health Monitor. As you use the system, you will access our main data center in California, our live data stream in New York, and other tools. All of these must be available with strong, stable internet access. Occasionally, for a brief period, a few seconds, if the color changes from green to yellow or red, it is normal. But if the color changes from green to any other color and stays that way for more than a few minutes, you should contact your internet provider to see if there is a service issue. Below the connection health monitor is the My Trades table. It displays all active trades, each trade's settings, and the current profit or loss. If you want to review the technical details about a trade, use the available links. Each column is explained. The left column shows the stock ticker. Then the status of your brokerage is shown. It will say either live or paper, so you know whether actual account money is in play. Moving to the right is the detail icon shown as a magnifying glass. Clicking this brings up all the technical data for the trade. Should you encounter any problems with trade processing in the system or with the brokerage, this data will allow you to audit it. This is only valid for technical interface data, not the profit or loss of the trade. Information for trade reviewing is explained later. Next is the chart icon. Clicking this will bring up a bar chart showing the status of the trade. Here, you can find useful information about tracking the trade. On the right edge of the chart, there are two colored boxes. The green area will show where profits are possible. The red area shows regions for loss. Of course, an active trade will likely move between these colors as the price action moves during the trading period. The outer edge of the green box is where your take profit was set, and the edge of the red region is where the stop loss is set. Within the green box, you will see a letter R. This indicates the profit amount to cover your risk. As you will see later, you can set the R value anywhere from 2 to 5. You set this when preparing the trade for submission. Also shown on the chart's right edge is the trade entry requested value and a dashed line. Notice that there is also a fill value in yellow. This is the cost of the actual trade returned by the brokerage. Trading often cannot enter at the requested price due to stock market dynamics. When there is a difference between these numbers, we call it slippage, and it is unavoidable. Along the bottom of the chart is a vertical bar graph showing the on-balance volume for each interval. The default interval is 15 minutes, but you can change it. If it is red, it indicates that for that interval of the chart, there was more selling of the stock. If green, there was more buying of the stock. These are helpful when reviewing the strength of your trade. On balance, volume indicates traders' momentum and commitment in the stock. As you review the status of your trade, you may determine that you wish to close it. There is a red button in the top right corner of the chart labeled Close Trade. Upon clicking it, a confirmation screen appears. If confirmed, the trade will be closed, assuming that the markets are open. Beneath the My Trades table, there are dashboard sections that summarize your overall trading activity. The first indicates the overall number of trades you have made. The next shows the number of successful trades, then the number of lost trades. The third section shows the number of winning versus losing trades, along with the net amount. Finally, a box shows the average trade holding time in days and hours. Below the dashboards is the profit and loss analysis chart. Here you can see your daily trading results in green. Also shown in red is a chart of the daily drawdown, the amount of money in play in trading. Moving down again, find the profit and loss by symbol. This shows the 12 most active ticker symbols with their profit or losses. To the right of this chart is a bar chart showing the profit or loss for each day of the week. Moving down, find a circle chart comparing the number of trades that were long and short. Next to this is another chart comparing the number of trades across various risk-to-reward ratios. Below these charts is the Trade Statistics dashboard. These 10 elements show the net ratios. On the first row, from left to right, they are the profit ratio, the Sharpe ratio, the Sortino ratio, the maximum drawdown, and the expectancy per trade. On the second row, find the best trade amount, the worst trade amount, the average win amount, the average loss amount, and the longest streak of consecutive wins and losses. Moving down, find a chart showing the cumulative trades by amount, both up and down. To the right, find a chart showing the distribution of trade holding times. Below this is the heat map showing what time of day you made trades. Green shades are for long trades, and red and orange are for short trades. Finally, at the bottom are histories of when you logged into the system, the availability status, and the latency of critical internet access areas. Trade Ideas page. The Trade Idea page shows stock tickers identified by our artificial intelligence that match one or more of our core strategies. To the right of the watch list, find the Trade Idea Strategies column. When you set your preferences, you choose these display strategies. In the default condition of TradeFinder, you will see about 6 strategies. Some are for long direction trading, others are for short direction trading. As you click on any of the strategies, you will see a tabular listing of the ticker symbols that are in alignment with one of our core strategies now. Some may show none, while others may show many dozens. To explore or make a trade, click on the gold stock ticker. This brings up a trading chart screen. The candlestick chart defaults to a 15-minute interval. Beyond the candlesticks, you will find the on-balance volume bar chart at the bottom. Also, along the left vertical axis, you will find the dollar volume bar chart distribution. This shows where the volumes occur at which prices. You will also find 3 dashed lines showing the volume area high, the volume area low, and the point of control, POC. The VAH shows the upper limit of where 70% of trading occurred. The VAL indicates the lower limit at which 70% of trading occurred. Finally, the POC indicates the place where most trading occurred. If a trade is placed between the VAH and VAL, it is considered safer because it is within the stock's current fair market value. If you select the ticker symbol from a long strategy, then there is a green box with the word long at the upper left of the chart. It will be a red box if you select a short strategy. To the right of the box, find the button for RR Draw, which is used to start a new trade. Then, selections for the chart viewing time period. They range from 1 day to 2 weeks. If you choose All, it will show a 1-month view. We suggest that you leave it set to 2 weeks. By beginning with a 2-week view, you can get a feel for the context of the price action. Once you have the price action context, switch to a 1-week view for trading. To begin forming a trade, click on the RR Draw button. This allows you to click on the right end of the candlestick chart and it will snap to that candle. The box that forms there shows a green profit region and a red loss region. You can increase the size of the green area by increasing the number in the R input box in the upper left area. The height of the red box indicates the potential loss. To make further adjustments to the trade, drag the mouse over either the red or green box, and both will change as you drag because they are linked. You will want to note the amount of gain or loss by looking within each box. No matter the amount of your trade entry amount, the amount shown in the red box is what is at risk in this trade because of the stop-loss setting. When you are satisfied with these trade parameters, initiate the trade by selecting the Open Limit Order button at the top right corner. Once you initiate the trade, our artificial intelligence will rapidly review it to ensure it is unlikely to stop out, close, too soon. When the trade is placed, it will show up in the My Trades table on the main page. If your trade does not pass the AI review, a message within a red box informs you of how to adjust the red or green boxes to pass the AI review. This has been a brief explanation of how to form a trade within any of the trade idea areas, including from the live stream area. New trade page. This is where you can trade any ticker you want. It does not require a trade idea. When you want to trade a specific stock, rather than using trade ideas or the live streaming ribbon, go to the new trade page. TradeFinder analyzes many thousands of stocks and ETFs every day. To trade any stock ticker, type it into the top search bar. As you type, TradeFinder automatically searches for a result, or you can type the company name and TradeFinder will return the ticker. Another popular way to use this page is to select one of the stock sectors shown in the green or red boxes. If it shows green, the stock sector has more winners than losers. If red, the reverse is true. As you do this, it opens showing a list of companies and tickers within the sector, along with their current price, volume traded, and the exchange. To move forward with the trade, click the row for any desired ticker. It opens to show a trading chart. All the pages showing trading charts work the same way. Data download page. This page is used for stock analysis and not directly for trading. The purpose of this page is to allow you to download data for offline review and analysis. Begin using a stock ticker. Select the stock you want from the resulting drop-down list of tickers. Next, set the time interval you want bar data for example, 15 minutes. Then enter the remaining time periods as you require for the data download. Carefully review all of your request settings. When ready, click to start the calculations and filtering. When TradeFinder has completed preparation, click to download the CSV file. TradeFinder will send the filtered information to your computer as a CSV file. The CSV file is a common format for use in any spreadsheet, including MS, Excel, and Google Sheets. After the download, simply double-click on the file on your computer to view it or manipulate it for your purposes. Important terms and concepts. Stock trading has its own language. To learn the relevant terms, the best advice we can give is to find the Financial Terms Dictionary at Investopedia.com or open any good browser and search for definitions of financial terms. TradeFinder combines elements of technical stock trading with algorithmic trading. If you are a reader, we suggest visiting Amazon.com and searching for Beginning Stock Trading. Thanks for watching. If you have anything to add, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos exploring the world around us.